This is where fraud lives. Fraud lives in the market. There's like a lot of manipulation that goes involved with this niche, and manipulation as far as like companies that are fighting to survive. They're low on cash. You can see their cash need. We have tools these days, even AI, you just ask it how many months of cash do they have left. And 6 months or less of cash, 3 months or less of cash. When it starts to get lower than 3 months or less, or negative cash, like, they're behind on their bills, let's say, they're negative cash, this actually can have the opposite effect. It can have a squeeze effect because now it's too obvious that it's a short.
Right.
And when it's too obvious, a negative and a negative equals a positive. And when you add so many negative factors into it, it could be cause for a big explosion, which is a short squeeze. So those are that's the gist of it, the concept. And the concept is supply and demand. So like a lot of these companies will do like this, as far as dubious, they'll do reverse splits. Like let's say they run their stock into the ground, just diluting shareholders, raising cash, diluting, pumping, dumping, raising cash, diluting, pumping, dumping, always, constantly, using press releases with weak catalysts. But the weak catalyst creates a liquidity event. It's an event for the insiders, for whoever has shares, to dump and make a profit. And who suffers? The retail. So here we go. We got to understand their game plan. If we understand their game plan, we have an advantage. Now we can flip the script. We don't let them, just get away with dumping onto, you know what I mean? So now you can short when it's necessary. You can long when it's necessary. I have a rule, for example, with the biotech specifically, because they squeeze the most historically. I only enter short above the dilution prices, above the warrant prices, because these are the prices that the insiders have their shares and they want to get out for a profit.
Right.
So if you're going to long, we were speaking off the camera, like your community, a lot of long traders there. If you're going to long, you should want to long with the insiders. Like if they have a warrant at a certain level, you want to, maybe there's a headline that's sparking a lot of volume, and then that's when you long it up to that level where they're looking to sell. So you can ride along for that, and then when they sell, you're out of their way.
Yep.
Now I come in as a short seller, and I'm looking to short that because I know it's going to cause that supply increase, that selling pressure down. So, so it's just constantly playing that game of these dubious companies. They're fighting to survive, and they will do it. They'll try to get their stock price up one way or another. And whether it's reverse splits to get it up temporarily, and raising money when it gets up enough, and then increasing their float again, it's just a cycle.
Yep.
That and it's a very common cycle. And I laid it all out in short selling math.